So there was a brief thing. No more Rekieta. Actually, I lied. There's a little bit of Rekieta stuff that's happened, but I want to go back. I missed a clip, and the clip that I missed, I feel is so important that I will now use this time today to go back and replay it. So, first of all, I missed this because so much happened in that 7-hour stream that I forgot about some shit. This is an old picture of Rekieta at like an anime convention, and he asked a bunch of like anime thoughts to step on him. And because that's kind of awkward for your wife to watch, she was also invited to step on them. So she's got like her Birkenstocks on, and then like anime people are like stepping on them too. However, there is some foreshadowing in this because in the background of this picture, unbeknownst to the world, young Rip of 59, Eric July, is sitting there watching this unfold in real time. This is what we call in the internet drama industry, Kino. Now this is the clip that I mentioned. Eric called him a white bread ass nigga, and I think Rekieta has a kind of complex that Ralph also has. I can't remember what it was, but there is a black guy that was adjacent to Ethan Ralph, and he said something along the lines of basically Ralph isn't cool. And that really upset him. I can't remember if you remember what black guy it was, but he was really upset that this black guy like dissed him or some shit, and he took it personally. I think that Rekieta also has a similar complex, and when a black man thinks that he's not cool, he finds it very personally. And Bubble, no, not Bibble. It wasn't Bibble that got to him. It was somebody else. But he decided that he took this personally and decided to reply to it.
I don't believe Eric did wrong. I think Eric is being defensive. I think Eric is poorly advised. I think Eric thinks he's smart. I think he wants to explain why he's so good or whatever, because I'm just a white bread ass nigga that don't understand Padna means friend. I get it. I'm not white. Eric, you don't know fucking shit about me. I grew up around black people my entire life, man. I grew up in poverty in the fucking hood. I don't flex it because I'm white and gay. It's stupid to flex your fucking hood cred on the goddamn YouTubes.
Okay, I just want to point out there the seriousness of which he says I am gay is pretty profound.
You're not in a gang, you're not cool, and your weird coding black bullshit doesn't mean anything. It's gay, it's racist, it's stupid, it's faggy. Let's just get it out there on paper. It is.
So if you are a black man and you talk hood, you are not only a faggot. Actually, what is you're racist? I think that we have another word that we could use to possibly describe this. Here. You may recognize this little ditty by a man named Jabba the Hutt.
That's a motherfucking nigga faggot. Can you remember when you weren't such a nigga faggot? Dude, I thought you were actually funny when you weren't such a nigga faggot. Nothing but a faggot. Everywhere I go, look at this damn nigga faggot.
You know, it's just coincidental. I get to play it twice in one stream. It's just serendipity, chat. Serendipity.
White bread ass. Dude, you motherfucker. I'm trying to clarify. Do you think I have a business relationship? Because other people do. I just want to know. I don't care if you call him Padna. But you're not going to get me coding South Texas black because I'm Minnesota white after I moved away. But brother, I grew up around all this shit. Poverty in the
Warning. 40-year-old white man trying to relate to African Americans incoming. Warning.
Shittiest places in Houston. The highest crime neighborhoods in Houston, dude. I know everyone in prison. They were in my elementary school.
You're a lawyer. If you were a practicing lawyer, you'd know them because you lost them.
They had no future. I got it. You know why I had a future? Because I'm a cynical asshole and I was too skinny to be cool. I was a dumb, weird dork who was insecure. And when the cops came on,
he's doing
to
it.
arrest
This is the face. This is the voice that he does when he does. I don't like the Baldo. Like his serious. Like I'm actually being legit. I'm being totally opaque with you right now. I'm being for real, my easy. This is how it do be and shit.
Kids who were in 4th grade beating the shit out of each other on our bus. sitting in my seat 7, by the way, which is on the left side, 3 seats back on the bus. It's where the heater is, the first heater. I was sitting there pissing myself as the cop slapped his nightstick down on every fucking bus seat going forward, being the most racist, old, white man, calling these kids niggers and saying they had nothing but prison in their lives for the rest of their life. I was terrified. That's why I don't flex my street cred. I was a scrawny white kid trying to survive as a minority in a majority Black Hispanic school in Houston, where if I said anything wrong, I would get my ass fucking beat.
So, in case you're wondering, people found out his childhood home, and he just lives in like a suburb in like Houston. It's not like a all black worst suburb in the entire country type thing like he seems to portray.
You act like you're from the fucking streets. I don't care if you're from the streets. I'm not asking about Podna because I don't understand the ebonics of it. I'm asking about Podna because people have accused me of having a financial relationship with someone I don't have. I'm not trying to trap you. I'm not trying to be white guy at you. You're the racist here, motherfucker. Like, it's so goddamn gay because I don't hate black people. I hate white people. I like black people. They're the funniest people on the fucking planet. You're out here trying to pull this shit.
Wrong. Actually wrong. That's the Jews. Correct the record.
So do your fan.
White bread ass niggas, man.
You try to pull the race card like a fucking SJW every goddamn time. You're just attacking a successful black man. Dude, I've seen it for a fucking years now. Fucking years. You're just attacking a successful black man. Stop cowering behind your race and stop letting your fans cower behind your fucking race. You're a successful man. You're not successful for a black man. You're successful for any man. But don't pull this shit on me. Don't try. I'm from the streets. Oh, yeah. You and everybody else. You and everybody else. You're on YouTube, motherfucker. You're just a guy. You're just a guy with hairy shoulders, hairy arms. Someone threatened to clip you and you got fucking butt hurt. You fed into the bullshit and you got butt hurt and now you're bitching up on all this stuff. That's what happened. That's what happened. There's no way around it. You got fucking butt hurt. Your fans are going to try and fucking guard you on all this shit. Hey, a bunch of people out here want you to make all the money on earth. And I do. I know you don't believe me. I know you didn't believe me then. I know you.
He keeps doing it. I was notified after I talked about this that this apparently has a name. Like in narcissism and cults, it's called love bombing. Like when you like attack somebody and try to like disorient them or gaslight them. And then you like really amp them up and say like, wow, you're such a great person. You're so successful. Oh my God, I wish all the best for you. Like after all doing all that shit, after ranting for 6 minutes about how they're a hood ass and shit, that's called love bombing. That's a name.
About me, I know you said other shit behind my fucking back while saying this shit to my face. I know all of it, Eric. I know. And guess what? Despite all of that, I said, Eric just doesn't get it. I want him to make all the money on earth. I want you to make every fucking dollar. I'm not going to sit here and be a bitch to your cool street cred. Your street cred doesn't mean shit.
He's also doing the thing again. He knows that he's winding down his rant. It's like his arm. It's like in Xavier Renegade Angel, where he has like that left arm that's like a snake arm that has its own mind and does whatever it wants. And now it's like Rekieta has his own drinking hand that has its own mind. Like he's just talking and he's unaware, but his left hand is out there pouring a drink into the glass, putting in one of the cold rocks and then shaking it around and brings it up to his lips. And it's just waiting for the moment that he stops talking to start taking drinks. And he has no idea. It has a mind of its own. It's just doing its own thing out there.
Very illegally like you claim, and you're going to fucking run into legal trouble. Why are you doing this? Why would you do this? Why would your attorneys not tell you to shut the fuck up about this stuff? What are you talking about, you weird dude? Stop flexing on the internet. You're a guy. You're not a black guy. Don't do that. Let your fans be fucking racist. Let your fans be fucking retarded. Let your fans be everything you accuse Disney and Marvel and everyone else of being. Fine. Don't you do that, white Brit ass nigga. I'm trying to talk to you. You are trying to flex on me. It's gay. You don't even have big biceps.
So cringe. So cringe when you know he's like 40 and he has like 5 kids. Like, surely there's better places to be in the world than this. Oh, okay. This is the new thing. So, jump scare alert. The woman sitting next to him is like a wine mom friend of his. She gets like 300 viewers on like her normal streams. And she streams in like skimpy clothing and is basically okay with the label of being like an internet whore. And Rekieta, of course, being a married man with 5 children, has no issue whatsoever streaming with her. Even though she doesn't have a bigger audience than his, so that she can, there's no real benefit to him except being closer friends with this woman who's obviously of a certain disposition. So if you're wondering what the poo-poo is around her, she got paid $50 to pour Hershey's chocolate syrup on her, and then didn't realize that when she wiped it off, it would look like poo smear, like she just shit herself in her chair and didn't notice, and now he's just sitting there and shit. So that's the backstory on that. Let's listen to what Rekieta has to say about his zipper.
Ask him about the zipper incident. Matt Amos, thank you. And also, Nick, what about the zipper incident?
Listen. Okay, so there's
so when you are like a 30-something-year-old woman, you should not be intentionally trying to laugh like a little girl, like a little anime girl. Like, her laugh reminds me of like a VTuber, and it's very obviously deliberate in how it's done, and it's the most grating fucking thing in the world.
There's lingerie, and there's lingerie for men, right? Like, these
What's
are two categories of
lingerie
things.
for men?
There is lingerie for men.
I've never seen this.
Never, really?
No, I've never seen a man in lingerie. I'm gonna need to see this to believe it.
I'm being nice, chat. I'm being nice.
Okay, well, obviously there are different sort of adornments that occur, but this one's actually a common one. There's zippers in places on some of these things. Now, depending on the quality of the garment, you might have, like on jeans, right? You've got a zipper. It's got like a little fabric-y flap behind the zipper.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, because there's skin there. These didn't, okay? And let's just say,
What is she doing? That face is not a... What the fuck is she doing? What is that a reaction to? Cristo. And she's like...
Let's just say someone got caught. And it was the most terrifying experience of my entire life.
Did you just have to like rip a band-aid off and just
Yeah, like you just have to go for it. After the
Ooh.
like hyperventilating is done, you just have to go for it, Zia.
Oh my god, that sounds insane.
There was no blood drawn. It was just terrifying, was actually the most and funny. Like, you're like laughing and also like, oh dear Christ, like what is going on here? But yeah.
But anyway,
You want a zippered thong?
This is mentioned. Alyssa was nice enough to include this flashback to the other time that he talked about this, because this isn't like a thing that he's just making up for fun. He's hinted at this before.
but anyway,
You want a zippered thong?
yeah, dude, I got some. I got a lot of thongs.
Wait, do you have a zippered one with a zipper in the front?
Oh no, I do not.
Be careful with those. It ain't good.
Why do you know so much about all these things? You know, you're the
What are you talking about?
Waldo and the zipper penis. What a degenerate. Yeah. No, but dude, my
You gotta have some
favorite-
fucking fun in life.
I really believe that he is separated or something with his wife, because I think they tried to do like the weird open relationship thing, and like let's wear like the baldo and let's wear like the zipper thong and shit. And then that didn't work, and then they went to Jamaica and did like an open relationship night, and then they're like, oh, let's just do that permanently. Let's just have an open relationship where we're permanently like with other people instead. Because what else? Fanfic farms? Oh no. This is just how it looks to me. Because I don't know what married man would be doing shit like this. It just doesn't feel. I just don't know any woman on the planet that would be okay with something like that unless they just had absolutely zero backbone and were completely buck-broken. And I don't know if his wife is necessarily in that dimension. Moneyman for one says, now that I think about Nick Rekieta, it kind of sounds like a socioeconomic man of black skin color, possibly from Nigeria. Not really. Sounds Polish. Death Spigot for 5 says, please do Christian Bale Batman or Nick and generic Valley Girl for Dick for now on. They're both so fitting. I don't know. I can't do the grumbly voice, the silly grumbly voice that Christian Bale does for Batman in that movie. For Nick, I don't know. I think my baldo talk is the best I can do for Dick or for Nick. Don't understand. I am being genuine. You can tell I'm being genuine because I'm talking like this. I can't lie and speak like this. That's insane. I'm speaking from the heart. Yeah. Sock Papa Sam Provide says, Ayo, host and represent. Shout out my neighbors in the screwed up clique. Rip Big Mo. What's Rekieta's lean recipe? It's 3 shots of whiskey, and then 3 more shots of whiskey, and then another 3 shots of whiskey, and then some cough syrup when you need some electrolytes. Venom Hungarian Imperialist for 5 says, no, neighbor child, it is you who is the white bread ass. Thank you. Moneyman for 5 says, please make a new set of emotes based on the faces of poo smear lady with Rekieta is making. Oh god, I don't think I need to see any more of her in my life. Neighbor for 5 says, most esteemed and venerable Kiwi Daimo, now do you think that Rekieta has the makings of a proper locale? Yeah. And some people give me, like, people who are never happy about anything that I say are kind of like, oh, well, he's now trying to retroactively justify making fun of Rekieta after saying that he didn't think that he was funny. Rekieta changed. For sure. Like there's a distinct personality difference. And like I said, this guy that is Rekieta now is not the same person who was like a principled, like older man in the sector who kind of had some life experience and had morals and values that he was trying to share with people and convert people to by like evangelizing them in a very persuasive way by living it. He is now just another degenerate. And when people talk about like, hey, you know, you used to be like this and now you're not, he gets upset that you even remind him of that. And it's definitely like brain rot or something. And by the way, me saying that he used to be like a principled person that people could look up to, he will take that and say that it's like an e-daddy thing. And it's like, no, I was happy that there was a person out there who was like living a Christian life and had children and was married and was faithfully married and wasn't like a weird coomer, who was out there and showing people the white pill that, yeah, there are people of this generation who are living a successful, happy, traditional life. And now it's over. And it's heaped on him scorn and disdain from everybody. And it's deserved. And I really feel like he's suffered brain damage. Death Spigot for 10 says, Nick decided that association with Vito Dick, literal whores, and other worthless human beings is better than being in association with you or anyone else. What a condescending faggot. TND, total nose disavow. I don't think that he wanted to push me away. I think that he wanted me in the fold. But I kept making fun of him because he kept doing stupid shit more and more frequently over time. Until it became clear that he was like, he didn't want anything to do with me. The president of Nintendo for 5 says, did you ever get an answer from a Polish room with the fucking fire hydrants and marrying them? I am dying to know. He said, what the fuck are you talking about? However, the chat's simping for Rekieta and Alyssa's clips clarified that the joke is that Polish people, because they can't have sex until they're married, will marry the first thing that wants to fuck them if it's a fire hydrant. But it made no sense to me. I've never heard that expression before. I was apparently being intentionally, deliberately misrepresenting what he said by interpreting that negatively. Hitomi Tanakers for 5 says Nicholas Robert Rekieta, better known as his stage name of ODB, Old Dirty Baldo, was one of the founding members of the Wu-Tang Clan. Shit, I didn't know that. I didn't know that my white bread ass friend Nicky R, as we like to say, was such a based in the literal black sense. OG.